exploration.
Alice Springs says no!
No exploration.
Leave it in the ground!
No exploration.
Leave it in the ground!
No exploration.
Leave it in the ground! Time to go and get out of town! Time to go and get out of town!
It's the country out there is part of my family's. My grandmother. Sid Ross was my great-grandfather, and that's his country. And a lot of our family have sat back. Alice Springs families have sat back and watched people walk all over us. It's really sad for those people who can't see what uranium is going to do to us. They can't see past the dollar sign. They can't see the beauty, the country and its beauty, the spirit of the country.
Alice Springs says no!
Now what's going to happen is that they're going to mine uranium in one man's traditional country where they've got stories and they've got people that belong to the land. Once they do that, they're going to sell uranium outside of this country and also bring the waste back. And once they bring the waste back, they're going to send it north to another man's country where they've got connection to land, dreamings and stories.
Shame. Alright, all this talk of uranium, efficient energy source, well, it's making me glum. Because I know it's no solution, just more trouble than it's worth. It's a problem, and the problem, it will decimate the earth. Traditional owners say, it's the poison, leave it. Governments say it's the answer, but don't you believe it?
The people that will be making the money, they make their money and go. But the people whose land it is, they have nowhere to go. This is their home.
And a world run on uranium would still run out of energy eventually. See the lies they spout?
They're not recognising human rights, not only for Aboriginal people of this country, but for all of us. They haven't learnt that, you know, from what's happened in the past about atomic testing and what nuclear energy has done in the past, what it's created.
But in their dealings with us out on country, they told us there's a natural barrier at the gap that would stop radon gases coming into Alice Springs. And we haven't bumped into that natural barrier yet, but we're looking for it because it's supposed to be on top of Mount Gillam.
We need to care for our country. So I asked the government to repeal their decision and leave it in the ground, that's where it belongs.
Under this part of Central Australia, it's like there are huge water storage tanks of water. A lot of it's saline and brackish, but there's vast amounts of it there. And it is so important that that water is protected.
I'm really disappointed in Mr Garrett, who's rubber stamping expansions and exploration for uranium mining. It seems he's the one who's got a short memory and forgets what he said in the past and done in the past.
Canico, it's from Canada, and it came together from two companies. One was the Saskatchewan Limited and Eldorado, and Eldorado was a Canadian company that sold uranium to the Manhattan Project, which eventually resulted in the first nuclear bombing of Hiroshima.
It's a disgrace, it's in your face, radioactive waste, like toxic mace, and the water's laced with the acid taste of the arms race. Don't let them deface this sacred place.
And let's not just fight Angela Pamela, let's fight every mine that's going to be in Central Australia. Yeah. Let's fight every mine in the Northern Territory.
Alice Springs says no!